Good morning, all of you. I hope so that you all are fit and healthy over there. So, children, today I'm back again with another video, and we'll be starting with the topic punctuation and capital letters. Children, before coming to this topic of punctuation and capital letters, just see on the board I've written a paragraph. I have written, he is Ram. He studies in my school. He belongs to a poor family. Now these three lines, whatever I have written on the board, you can say that you can see carefully that no capital letter is there, no full stop is there. We have not used any of the punctuation mark. So can you tell me that is this para giving you any sense? Is it conveying any meaning? So your answer will be no. Okay, it is not giving any proper sense. Now, what I have done, I have written this paragraph again using the capital letters, using the various marks of punctuation. I have made it capital. He is Ram, full stop. He studies in my school, full stop. He belongs to a poor family, full stop. Now you can see that the second para is giving a proper sense. It is giving a proper meaning. So what we are doing over here, we are using the capital letters. And not only the capital letters, we are using the various marks of punctuation. So the usage of the capital letters and the usage of the marks of punctuation help us to make a sense of any sentence or any paragraph. So just to convey a proper sense to it, just to convey a proper meaning to it, we make use of the capital letters and we make use of the various punctuation marks. So let's discuss about the various punctuation marks which we use one by one. Let's come to the first one, capital letter. We all know that every sentence in English grammar begins with a capital letter. Okay, the first letter of every word of every sentence begin with a capital letter, and it is not only used in beginning the sentences. We use the capital letters for proper nouns also. Like if you people are writing your name, your father's name, your mother's name, even if I'm writing my own name, so I write with a capital letter. So for the proper nouns, everywhere capital letters are used, and not only for the proper nouns, we use the capital letters for beginning the sentences also. Come to the next one, full stop, which is the longest pause. Okay, full stop, where it is used, number one, it is used to mark the end of a statement. Not only the statement, it is used for ending the command or any request. Like if I say open the door, and then after door I will be putting a full stop. And open the door is a command or the order. So open the door, full stop. Please give me a glass of water, full stop. Okay, now if I say the sun rises in the east, full stop. So all sorts of statements, all sorts of commands or advice or requests, they get ended with a full stop. And the symbol for full stop, you people are familiar with this, that is a dot. So it is not only used over here, full stop is also marked as the decimal in mathematics. Like if I say 2.1%, so that point is that dot only, that full stop only. Fine. We use the full stop in abbreviations, like if I'm writing AM, A dot, M dot, if I'm writing PM, CM. So in the abbreviations also we are making use of the full stop. Now after full stop, let's come to the next punctuation mark, that is a comma. You people are familiar with this comma. Now where to use the comma? Like for example, if you are going to the market, okay, and you are purchasing a variety of products from there. So how you will say that sentence? You will say, I went to the market and purchased potatoes, comma, bananas, comma, oranges and grapes from there. Okay, so now you saw right now that so many words were there. So I separated the words with a comma, and in the last I have put the word and. So where I am putting and, there is no use of a comma. Okay, so just to separate the various words, we make use of a comma. Now the second use of comma is like after yes or after no. Like when you speak this sentence, yes, comma, I have done. No, comma, I have not done. Okay, so after yes, after no, also we are making use of a comma. Next, if I'm addressing to a particular person, if I say Ram, comma, stand up, or Ram, comma, open your book. So if I'm addressing to a particular person, I'll be making use of a comma. Okay. Now, if I'm writing a sentence in a direct speech, if I'll say Ali said, comma, and then inverted comma start, Alice is wonderful. So Ali said, comma. So whenever I'm writing a direct in a sentence in a direct speech, always I will make use of a comma in the direct speech also. So these are the various usage of the comma. Not only this, when you people are writing the date, like today's date is 16 May. So how I will write 16 May, comma 2021. So when I am writing the date, I am making use of a comma. Okay, like if I am writing the address, if for example, if I am writing the address, like if I am writing house number 24, comma Surya Enclave, Bareilly. So house number 24 and Surya Enclave, they will be again separated with a comma. So these are the various usage of comma. Next, semicolon. Please remember the symbol. It is a dot and a comma. So this dot and a comma is called the semicolon, and semicolon is basically used so to separate the interrelated sentences. What sort of interrelated sentences? Like if I say Parul likes dancing. Okay, and the second sentence if I say Rohit likes swimming. Now you can see that these two sentences are quite interrelated to each other. So I can write in this way: Parul likes dancing, semicolon, Sumit likes swimming. Okay, so these were the two interrelated sentences. That's why I have separated them with a semicolon. Next comes the colon. Now colon, whenever you are writing the time, for example, if I am writing 6:45, okay, so if I am writing 6:45, you can see I have enclosed, I have put a colon over there. Okay, so hours and minutes will be separated by a colon. Next, colon is also used to introduce a list. Introduce a list means like I purchased. Now I am starting a list. So after purchased, I'll be putting the colon. I purchased colon bread, comma butter, comma sauce, and groceries from there. So I have separated, I have introduced the list. So in the before the introducing the list, I will be making use of a colon. Colon is two consecutive dots in the vertical position. Fine. Next, very simple, mark of interrogation means question mark. It will be put at the end of the questions, you people know. Next, mark of exclamation. It will be put at the end of exclamatory sentences whenever the sudden feelings are used. Wow, hooray, whoosh, oh. So after these sudden feelings, we will be enclosing the mark of exclamation. Next, quotation marks and inverted commas. Now this is something important. When to use the quotation marks and inverted commas? See, quotation marks and inverted commas are always used to enclose the actual words spoken by a speaker. If I say Ali said, comma, okay, and after comma, now the lines will be started which Ali is speaking. So Ali said, comma, I am a doctor. Now Ali, what he spoke, I am a doctor. So I am a doctor will be enclosed within the quotation marks or the inverted commas. Please remember, there is an opening of the quotation marks also and closing also. If you are doing the opening, you need to do the closing also, and these two go simultaneously. Fine. Next one, apostrophe. Apostrophe is basically used to show the belonging or the ownership. Like for example, if I say Jaya's chair, so Jaya's chair. Okay. Similarly, if I say Sumit's dress, so how I will write? I will be making use of the apostrophe just to show the belonging. If I say children's books, so children apostrophe s and then books. Okay, women's sari. So women apostrophe s and then saris. This way I will write. Next, hyphen, very common one. It is used to separate the parts of a word. Okay, like if I am writing sister-in-law. So sister-in-law, these three words will be separated using a hyphen. brother-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law. Even if I'm writing 24, 34, they will be separated using a hyphen. So all these are the punctuation marks which you need to use if you are writing any sentence or any paragraph. And why we are making it, why we are using it, just to make the concept very clear or very easy. Okay, so let's recall. We understood that the usage of capital letter is very important. Usage of punctuation mark is very important in English grammar. Various marks of punctuation are there: capital letter, full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, mark of interrogation, mark of exclamation, quotation marks and inverted commas, apostrophe, and hyphen. I hope so. You people must be clear with all the marks. Okay. If any problem, you can sort later on. Till that time, goodbye. Take care, and please be home, stay at home, and stay safe, all of you. Thank you so much. God bless you.